the hour. Welcome to Take 30 News. My name is Sydney Moore.
And I'm Brock St. Clair.
Juuls and other electronic cigarettes have become a highly popular go-to device for lots of young people, but the FDA has issued a stern warning to its manufacturers.
And as Stephanie Poole explains, the Juul pen, as it's so called, might not be as safe as some thinks it is.
A new device is on the market and keeping young people clinging to it. It's the Juul pen. While it may seem cool, health professional Julie Baker from the Longest Student Health Center said that there are many risks while using the vape pens.
They aren't really any safer than cigarettes. They don't have some of the other additives and byproducts, but they aren't healthy by any means. You're still putting chemicals in your body. There's still nicotine in the Juuls and the e-cigarettes, and sometimes you can actually get pretty high doses of nicotine in it, which is not healthy for your body.
In every Juul pen comes a pod, which has about 200 to 350 puffs, which is equivalent to about 2 packs to 3 packs of regular cigarettes.
And they do have some, with the flavor packets, different things that have been found from the FDA to have some carcinogen ingredients in it, so things that can lead to cancer, just like your regular cigarettes do. Just kind of making people aware that the e-cigarettes and the Juuls are considered in the no smoking on campus, so you're not supposed to use them on campus.
If you are a student or staff member, you can come to the Health Center for assistance, and the council will provide you with nicotine counseling and tobacco cessation classes. In Starkville, Stephanie Poole, Take 30 News.
Studies show a 25% increase in the use of vape pens and e-cigarettes in the U.S. during the last 3 years. More than 18% of Americans are currently using Juuls and other vape pens.
And retailers have been put on notice. The Food and Drug Administration recently released a statement saying teenage use of e-cigarettes has reached, quote, an epidemic proportion, and it warned makers of the most popular devices, giving them 60 days to prove they can keep their devices away from minors. The agency also said it was sending warning letters to 1,100 of the largest retailers that sell e-cigarettes. It issued another 131 fines for selling e-cigarettes to minors.
Police say a local man intentionally struck someone with his car. That man is now facing a domestic violence aggravated assault charge. Starkville police say it happened on Sunday, September 9th in Reed Ridge Circle. 27-year-old Lashadas Harris of Starkville was charged with domestic violence aggravated assault. The victim was transported out of the area for further medical treatment. Harris was sent to the Oktibbeha County Jail. Anyone with any information into this or any other incident is asked to contact the Starkville Police Department or Golden Triangle Crime Stoppers. The Starkville Police Department charged 34-year-old Matthew Williams and 28-year-old Edward Shields, both of Starkville, with 7 counts of commercial burglary and 3 counts of auto burglary. Police says all of these incidents occurred between May and September 2018. Both men had an initial municipal court appearance on Friday. They each have a total bond of $50,000. Anyone with more information on this case or any other incident is asked to contact the Starkville Police Department at 662-323-4131 or Golden Triangle Crime Stoppers at 1-800-530-7151. It seems the cost of college is always on the rise, but just how expensive is it to live in Mississippi's college town compared to other places? Take 30's Claudia Wells breaks down the numbers.
Students choose to stay in an off-campus apartment for different reasons.
You got your own bathroom, you got your own closet, you got your own space, you got your own alone time. And the dorm is cool, especially if you know that person, your roommate, but it's better to have your own space because that's where you was. Before you came to college, you had your own space, so.
Yeah, no, just a little freedom.
Compared housing in Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and the University of Alabama.
On-campus housing prices were about the same. However, off-campus housing prices differed.
Apartments in Starkville are the least expensive, ranging from $250 for a 4-bedroom to $1,200 for a 2-bedroom. Apartments in Oxford range from $449 for a 4-bedroom to $1,100 for a 2-bedroom. Apartments in Tuscaloosa are the most expensive of the 3, ranging from $534 for a 4-bedroom to $3,000 a month for a 2-bedroom. Ole Miss senior Anisha Moore speaks of her experience.
It's 2 bedrooms and we pay $575 a piece. Water and cable and internet is included, but the lights are separate. The other ones is overrated. They too high and they ain't worth the money. Like last year we stayed in a fair place. That was $615. The apartment was way smaller than the apartment that we got now. Some apartments are going to be $800 and that's just too much. It's too much.
For Take 30 News, I am Claudia Wells.
A baby is a
2019. When we return, they were tired of marching in the mud. We'll take a look at what the MSU band did to fix a muddy mess.
one of the most exciting family's life. It can also be one of the most anxious, especially if the child's development is hindered by medical challenges that create more questions than answers. At Mississippi State University, we're groundbreakers in the study of CHARGE syndrome, a genetic condition that leads to a host of life-threatening birth defects. Our research teams are uncovering breakthroughs in treatment and prevention with a goal of greater understanding that leads to better care. We're also providing crucial support resources for parents and helping physicians around the globe gain awareness so symptoms can be detected and addressed earlier. By engaging in this innovative analysis and therapy, we're not only improving outcomes, we're unlocking brighter futures.
Welcome back. It's something that might put a little more pep in their step.
After years of marching in the mud, the Maroon Band has some major upgrades. Take 30's Aaron Richards shows us what's beneath their feet.
It was here at Mississippi State University where the band faced difficulties, so they put matter into their own hands.
Days like this, the famous Maroon Marching Band appreciates their brand new turf practice field.
The field last year was actually destroyed about 3 days into band camp.
Wear and tear on a marching field is different than other sports because the band members march the same steps every day in their formations.
And we had to move to the hill up there, and it was very awful to practice on just because we were on a very steep incline and it was very hard to actually navigate on that field and transfer over to the stadium.
The process of raising the money for this $600,000 turf field was not only long, but challenging.
We put it out through social media. The university helped us market that as well. Additionally, we had alumni that stepped up for that. We had one significant donor who has been very, very generous. And then we had a lot of students who actually contributed to the project as well.
A turf practice field may seem extravagant, but many SEC schools have also invested in their marching programs.
South Carolina has a turf field, Auburn has a turf field, Georgia has a turf field. Florida is in the process of building a field right now. They actually had the same type of problem that we did last fall, and so they were able to also get into the development phase.
I'm Aaron Richards with Take 30 News.
It's a free walk down Starkville's memory lane, but that's if you can get in the door. I headed over to Oktibbeha County's only heritage museum to see why they're struggling to bring in new visitors. The Oktibbeha County Heritage Museum has a way of blending into its surroundings. It's not loud. A small one-story building with a single colorful painting on the side to distinguish it from homes in a nearby neighborhood. It sits on a well-kept lawn called the Rain Garden, which touts art installations and a pavilion. In the past 5 or 6 years, despite rotating exhibits and even a free admission, the museum has had a lot of issue attracting new visitors. But despite that issue, the museum's humble appearance is the tip of an iceberg of Starkville history, which I'd always assumed only consists of football and that one Johnny Cash song.
Dedicating this is to 2 policemen down in Starkville, Mississippi. Rather, held within is a treasure trove of Starkville history and stories, and I could not wait to explore the inside.
That is, if we could get inside. For the last week or so, I've been in touch with 6 or 7 people who work at the Oktibbeha County Heritage Museum. Not a single one able to let us in. And even now, during their open hours, no one here to show us around. Which got me thinking, maybe it's not just the exhibits that are keeping visitors away.
I reached out to Ray Slaughter, the head of the Heritage Museum Committee. He told me over the phone that the desk at the museum was entirely volunteer-run. Volunteers with families, jobs, and bills to pay. Open 3 days a week for 3 hours a day, Slaughter says the Heritage Museum could really use more volunteer workers to keep the doors open to more new visitors. But until then, we'll just have to keep admiring this little slice of history from afar. I'm Brock St. Clair reporting for Take 30 News.
The Heritage Museum is supposedly open Tuesday through Thursday from 1 to 4 p.m.
We all depend on accurate weather forecasts to plan our day. That's why Mississippi State University is teaching students to forecast the future using real-world news sets as classrooms, putting scientific discoveries in meteorology to the test, while honing on-air reporting skills real-time with local TV stations. And we do it so well that at any given moment across the country, 1 in 3 weather forecasts are being delivered by MSU-trained meteorologists who are helping people make crucial decisions that impact their safety, working to ensure business continuity, and in many cases, saving lives. Predicting the future? That's what we're preparing for every single day, so that you can prepare for your day.
It was another warm and sunny day across most of our area. At times, it felt almost 100 degrees outside. MSU Campus Connect says we can expect a little bit of a cool down throughout the rest of the week and into the weekend. Chances of rain also increases as the weekend approaches. For updated weather forecasts, you can always visit Campus Connect at weather.msstate.edu.
Starkville Utilities says there's going to be a water service interruption. Water service west of Louisville Street, south of Lynn Lane, and north of Academy Road will be interrupted beginning mid-morning Thursday for approximately 2 hours.
The Clothesline Project has returned to the drill field. The annual event is sponsored by MSU's Department of Health Promotion and Wellness as a part of the national effort to aid the healing process for survivors of violence. Participants will have an opportunity to produce a shirt design that reflects personal experiences with violence or honors a friend or loved one affected by violence. It started on Monday, but if you haven't had a chance to go by the drill field, you still have time. The shirts will be displayed on a clothesline that all are welcome to view.
Like it or not, we may all be getting a text from the president, but that message won't come as soon as we thought. FEMA has postponed the presidential alert test that was supposed to happen tomorrow. Many people have taken to Twitter speaking out against the message and the messenger. Some say we don't need a presidential alert with public alert messaging already in place. FEMA says, due to ongoing disaster response, the message has been postponed until October 3rd. The system was launched in 2012, but this will be the first time FEMA has tested the system on the presidential level. Unpatriotic and failing to support those in uniform. Those words from Mississippi Public Safety Commissioner Marshall Fisher as the Nike Colin Kaepernick controversy continues. In a statement to the Associated Press, the commissioner said state police will no longer purchase Nike gear. This comes after Nike's decision to use former San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick in their ad campaign. Kaepernick began kneeling during the national anthem in 2016 to protest police brutality and social injustice. The Mississippi chapter of the ACLU and some Democrats are criticizing Fisher's decision. And up next, Take 30 Sports.
We all depend on accurate weather forecasts to plan our day. That's why Mississippi State University is teaching students to forecast the future using real-world news sets as classrooms, putting scientific discoveries in meteorology to the test, while honing on-air reporting skills real-time with local TV stations. And we do it so well that at any given moment across the country, 1 in 3 weather forecasts are being delivered by MSU-trained meteorologists who are helping people make crucial decisions that impact their safety, working to ensure business continuity, and in many cases, saving lives. Predicting the future? That's what we're preparing for every single day so that you can prepare for your day.
Everyone knows Saturdays are for the dogs, and apparently so are Fridays too. Students start their tailgate celebrations earlier than we think.
Last Friday morning, my colleague here took to the junction to see what rituals students do to prepare for the game.
Starkville becomes Stark Vegas every Saturday during football season, but the party actually starts early on Friday mornings in the Junction.
As you can see, people are already here getting ready for the game on Saturday. I'm gonna go ask around to see how other people get ready for the game. So, is there anything specific that you guys do ritual-wise for football games on Saturday, or things you might do on Friday?
Well, Friday we come out here at 5 a.m., save our tailgate spot, and then Saturday we come out with our big tent and we just have a good time, and that's our tradition for Saturday.
Can you tell me what game you're excited for this season? I know there's a bunch of games that are going to be great. What game are you specifically excited for?
I'm excited for Florida, Dan Mullen coming back, and I'm excited for
Early
Auburn
mornings
as well.
don't stop the fun. Even while they wait and secure their spots, these students bring all they need to have some fun and enjoy their time with their friends.
What's your favorite thing about tailgating or things like that?
The favorite thing about tailgating is just spending some time with my brothers and hanging out and just throwing the football around, having a great time, eating some food, just getting to prepare for the football game on Saturday.
How far can you throw the football?
Not far enough.
All right, can you throw it over there and show me?
I hated to leave all the fun in the Junction, but as I was packing up to leave, I ran into a senior football player who then let me ask him how the football team prepares for their games.
Foremost, we try to take it one game at a time. So right now, the biggest game is always the next game, which is Kentucky. Next Saturday at Kentucky and Lexington. So it's one hurdle at a time. We've gone over 3 hurdles successfully. Just keep showing support. I mean, they've been amazing since I first stepped on campus. The support the campus and the community is given to the football team is second to none. And I mean, we have the best fans in the United States. I mean, that's not without a doubt. I mean, the cowbell's going on Saturday.
Mississippi State will face Kentucky Wildcats at 6 p.m. this Saturday, September 22nd.
Seems like we have some exciting games coming up.
Certainly do. Intramural sports provides students at Mississippi State with the opportunity to stay active and healthy. The University Recreation Center has started a system called Play Pads, and it seems to be getting off to the right foot. This system allows players to play multiple sports for 1 fee at a time. Program assistant Clint Kelly said this has been a huge improvement since he first started.
Keep reading.
Louisiana Lafayette proves to be another tune-up game for the Bulldogs as they roll into SEC play this week. The Bulldogs defeat the Raging Cajuns 56-10 with another dominant showing by the defense. A Raging Cajun offense who was coming off a 44-point showing against Grambling State University in the season opener. EMCC transfer Brian Cole plays a pivotal role for this team. Caught up with him to get his thoughts on the game and looking ahead to SEC play.
It's not, our mindset shouldn't change. He says, like, we're competed at a standard, and we're always trying to compete at that standard. So, regardless of who we play, our mindset shouldn't change. We should just be on the same, competing just against that standard, getting better and better. There is no changing your mindset. Our standard we just working hard to meet that championship standard, minus the little errors and just trying to, just be great.
Brian Cole and the rest of this talented MSU team will be headed up to Lexington, Kentucky later this week to face off with the Wildcats in a pivotal SEC opener. The Wildcats, who are 3-0 and 1-0 in SEC play, look to protect home field and continue their winning streak.
That's all sports, but after the break, a warning from the university about ID cards.
Times in a family's life. It can also be one of the most anxious, especially if the child's development is hindered by medical challenges that create more questions than answers. At Mississippi State University, we're groundbreakers in the study of CHARGE syndrome, a genetic condition that leads to a host of life-threatening birth defects. Our research teams are uncovering breakthroughs in treatment and prevention with a goal of greater understanding that leads to better care. We're also providing crucial support resources for parents and helping physicians around the globe gain awareness so symptoms can be detected and addressed earlier. By engaging in this innovative analysis and therapy, we're not only improving outcomes, we're unlocking brighter futures.
MSU sent out an email reminding students that it is against campus policy and a serious offense to allow someone to use your MSU ID to get into events on campus.
However, if you want to transfer your ticket to another student, you can do that with a transfer fee. Looking for a job, the Career Center is hosting its annual Career Day. It's a 2-day event next Tuesday and Wednesday from noon to 4. In the Humphrey Coliseum, the event is open to all MSU students and alumni. The Career Center says there will be opportunities for co-ops, internships, and full-time jobs. For more information, visit the Career Center's website, career.msstate.edu. In desperate need of donations, the Oktibbeha County Humane Society took to Twitter today saying that their dog food shelves are nearly empty. They're asking specifically for donations of Diamond Maintenance dog food. The brand can be purchased on Amazon.com or local farm and pet stores.
And that's all we have for you this evening. Thank you so much. This has been Take 30 News. I'm Brock St. Clair.
And I'm Sydney Moore.
We'll see you next week.